let's jump into the steel products as well, and some of the advantages to those that you see for your clients using those now.
So for steel, again, it's a catalog product, pre-designed. It all has a classification in our industry. But what that means is a strength of pull. So the users choose the pulls to their application, to their known strengths. The key difference between steel and concrete is the thickness and, frankly, the weight. So a steel pole is much different and a much lighter weight product and provides a different opportunity and a different solution for a customer. So whereas in concrete, it may be a coastal delivered from the facility to a production site, steel presents a different opportunity where it's lighter in weight, it's thinner in gauge, and we can put many, many more on a truck, and we can effectively deploy them in more opportunities, more places. So the real takeaway for steel is it's roughly about half the weight of a wooden pole.
Okay.
Whereas concrete's about twice the weight of a wooden pole when we're referring to low voltage, quote unquote, distribution applications. So each ultimately are the same strength, and the designer chooses a pole based on the strength requirements, meaning loads and their overload factors. But that's the key difference between steel and concrete, frankly, is the thickness, the material, obviously, and then the weight.
So with this steel, then, are you seeing more and more of the wood being replaced by the steel poles now? Is that going to be? Do you think eventually it'll be fully transitioned from wood poles to? Well, you've talked about concrete, but a lot to the steel products.
We're definitely seeing a trend over the last 10 to 15 years. So from a steel perspective, tubular steel has been in place for about that 60-year mark as well.
Okay.
When we think of high voltage transmission, tubular steel, it's again since the 60s, so that 60-year mark. As we move into lower voltages, which is more of a wood conversion, has been more of about a 30 to 40-year cycle, meaning we've got product out there that long. So ultimately, the conversion from wood to non-wood, the percentages grow year over year over year. There's a lot of volume out there. It's probably unrealistic to think that non-wood products will 100% place wood, but we're definitely seeing the trend moving more and more towards an engineered structure. The project helps that. So the trend is moving that way. But the industry is predominantly wood right now. As we move forward in time, we'll see more steel, concrete, fiberglass, and or blends of all those materials used in service.